What's the live, what's the life, what's the live, what's the life? Back again with another video, back again with another episode of Let's Chat About It. I go by the name The Helmet and I'm here with...
Pistol is one more ngazonge ndaba ngazorizo ke do fara shayele fere to yawa 1 hour so I share 1 hour. Back again, go let's chat about it.
It's that time.
It's that time.
Yeah.
Askale, what's on your chat or what's on my chat?
What's on my chat? I'd like to give a shout out to the OG Morel. He dropped a book, or he put out a book called Sink Money Deal. Oh, this is the book, right? Make sure that you get this book if you are into entertainment industry. It's like the business. This book
in the music business, no?
Yeah, I teach you about the music business, how to get royalties, how to submit your music to because you know artists, they just think making music is just going to studio to release the music not knowing good that music can be used in ads, that music can be used in like in a lot of things, in movies. So that's what this book teaches you about. It says the blueprint for getting your music on TV, building a catalog and earning royalties that pay you for years. Not for 1 month, not for 2 months, but that pays you for years. And also building a catalog that you know, Gucci, even if you are no longer popping, that catalog still keeps you moving. And also, Netflix can hit you up and say, yo, we need that song, the song that you did 10 years ago, but Netflix needs that song right now. So whenever you do music, whenever you go to studio, make sure that you have an intention of building something that will sustain you for the
Morel rebranding Mino Music.
Mino Music. What do you think about the rebrand?
But Morel is a great rapper. Maybe now he's doing what? Mapiano, no?
I think now he's just doing... I watched the interview he did recently where he said Mino Music or Mino Black is just... He can wake up tomorrow and be a DJ. So he can wake up tomorrow and be an actor. So he didn't want to box himself. That's what he said on that interview, which is a good thing. I think as an artist, you don't have to box yourself. Because that's where now you'll suffer. Shout out OG.
Shout out to Morel. Make sure you cop their book so you know how to monetize everything music and learn more about the music business. So what do you think about the artists who go broke, like dead broke?
And artists that go broke.
Now we have to donate. It can be artists or actors. What's on your mind about those situations?
I think it goes both ways. Some artists, they go broke because the industry failed them. Some artists go broke because they made wrong choices. So I'll break it down. With artists that go broke because they didn't know how to spend money, it's because they didn't have the right people around them that will teach them how to save money, like financial advice or some sort. So they just blew the money. And also, they didn't make music that's gonna carry them or sustain them for the longest time. They just did music that's gonna last for now, and so on. Then number two, with artists that were not treated fairly by the industry, I would say by the labels. When I say industry, I mean the labels. There's artists that still now are fighting for their royalties. There are artists now that they are still, they are no longer alive, but their families are still fighting on their behalf for royalties. And so on. That's how an artist goes broke. But also, before we judge an artist, bro, I think you just have to sit down with someone and ask them what went wrong before the fall of everything. You just have to sit down and ask an artist what went wrong. Then and as artists also, they have to be honest. One thing, not if you effed up, you effed up. Own it.
That's
and
a
be
problem.
Like, I effed up.
That's a problem. That's my only problem with artists. Because majority of the artists, they are victims. They play victims a lot. So you'll find majority, let's say 90% of former artists, they are complaining, my label did me dirty, 1, 2, 3, and that's what I hate, young tall. If you're an artist, learn how to leverage your contract.
Yeah.
At least the contract, it must also work in your favor.
Yeah.
If you're gonna sign with the deal, let's say you are signing for 3 albums, make sure we take at least for the let's say the 3rd album or the 2nd album, everything is yours, young toy. Or you can, I don't know how you can maneuver the contract or any clause
crazy,
there, because
bro.
the problem is a clause on the contract which is a binder with, okay, now you'll be when I try to, let's say if they give you an allowance, if you let allowance, let's say 1 meter, here's a 1 meter, we need 3 albums from you, at least that 1 meter, but you go, man, okay, 500k, this 500k you're clean, I'm buying let's say the 2nd album, it will be mine. Uyangithola. Ithatheni nidila ama promotion but ama masters angaba wami. Uyangithola. Maybe I think that because now you'll find ama artists taking the whole shebang enyuku ayeblow nabosphezulu nabosiphokuhle uyangithola. Then bakhohlwa yonke into ukuthi label did 1 2 3. Just noma artists njalo ablow imali nabombali in washawacima, then they forget what they were given.
And also let's talk about the artists that the industry did them dirty. I have one, Zola 7.
I don't think Zola 7.
Bro, you know why I'm saying the industry did that guy dirty or that hot man, my hot man. You remember the time Zola 7 had all these shows where he was giving back to the community, whereby he was making sure he makes kids' dreams come true. And we've not seen that ever since from an artist. I'm not putting pressure on anyone, but I'm saying we've never seen that from an artist. And remember, back then, all the money was coming from his own pockets. He had, I'm an investor after. And I feel like he was done dirty because when he was falling off back then, the industry didn't give him the same energy. Also, the people in South Africa, I feel like we failed him also because we didn't give him the same energy. Because right now, Jup host Aboya Jola 99, he's the most praised guy on social media. But Zola 7 was doing those shows helping people. I'm just being fair. Like I'm just saying, you see how Nati focus here to more onto izinto ezingekho right more than uJub is big lama sweet amaningi correction 6451 Zola 7 like I'm Zolisto. The energy is
I do get you, but I think Zola, I think he was more branded to become Mandela. I think him as an artist, you are trying to be more revolutionary, So obvious the thing comes with fame, and thinking that you are bigger than the program. That's how I feel. I think Zola had everything on my side, but apparently, obviously, win some, lose some. I think, and I don't think, because you can say that, but I mean, I think he became overwhelmed with now he's a superstar.
By the success
with now I'm more like Mandela, because I think those days, I think it was Zola and Mandela
that are
on that same pedestal. Okay, no, same level. I think in
speaking of Zola 7, I always wonder how it was going to be now if Umandoza Megasaphila. Because that guy was too much, bro. That guy had hits. That guy had aura. Do you think he was going to be the most respected OG if he was still alive?
Mandoza is
because he had that aura. That guy.
Mandoza is still. I think Mandoza was also financially responsible. I think when I was watching his telenovela on
documentary
even though it all started as a fuck up, but then I think Mfazwake Wamgrounder, then he became the superstar he was.
Then, do you think a reality show are bad for artists because they become too exposed? Then when it comes to their personal lives, people no longer value them because we've seen you every day on our screen. We've seen your house. We've seen your wife. We've seen how you think, how you act.
Do you think how you lose your
reality show are good for an artist, or it's a bad thing to accept a deal to shoot a reality show?
It is a bad thing because.
And remember, the bag is there.
The bag is there. It's too much. Now the problem is now when you are doing a reality show, we are also trapped on the clause. You must give it more drama. Now you have to
act out of character. Like spice things up. So now you are doing things.
If I know my views, they will like since I gave you a lot of bag, they're like I from season 1, so I cancel. Then now you're like I need more bag. Then you're acting out of character. You need more bag of a reality show. Now you have to stage everything and talk because most of the reality show they're staged. When you see an artist or celebrity acting out of character, it's very strange. That's the problem with me. I'm a reality show. Otherwise, if you think it's your option to have,
then there's a video that's been going around. Credo V. Daniels performing the song.
I saw it's
what's this song? Sedilag. Yeah, what do you think about this video? Or what do you think about the backlash? I already did a review on it. I want to hear your take.
Because I only saw a small clip. I don't know what happened. But because I'll blame social media. Social media, because social media sometimes it will turn a random person to a superstar overnight without having a background of stage presence, performance. Maybe you can say Chita only know how to produce, let's say,
or to write.
Only to write. Now he's on the front line.
So you want to tell me that there's someone that went to Credo V. Daniels' album launch just to see just to see it. I want to see if he can really see. Then they found that part where he fumbled. Then
that's it.
Because that's the only part where
because
they posted it. Which means that's the only part where he flopped. Then they're like, yes,
good shot.
Let me post AI. That's because it's like it was his album launch. He performed maybe half of the songs on the album. Why ain't we seeing other videos trending? Why is ngayibona video yakhe performing njalo? I bet.
I think he killed.
Why is ngayibona music video video yakhe performer? There's a lot of these songs.
But I blame if you are doing an album launch or it was album launch or a listening session.
Album launch.
I thought it was a listening session. If it was an album launch, be it to perform it, but if it was a listening session, I would have track then he focus on, because now he's becoming a star, he focus on stage presence,
so
branding, because he likes also branding.
So you think if you're an AI artist, you just have to focus on putting out the music, but don't do the live shows, don't perform, because that's risky.
This guy, what he's doing,
Kopan,
he's taking his time. He's gonna. We are phone DJ. But he's still taking his time because maybe probably. I think Credo Daniel. I think it was Chai.
It was Chai. But then I'm a big fan of that guy. It's crazy, bro. What's happening?
Who do you think is the greatest performer of all time on our current generation?
Dead or alive?
Alive.
The greatest performer of all time on our generation. Young Stunna.
Yeah, Young Stunna.
You have to see Young Stunna live. Bro, if you haven't seen Young Stunna live, make sure that you don't ausweleki, right? Ausweleki, ungakaboni uStunna, when umbona uStunna sana, that guy is the greatest performer alive, bro. That guy, his performances are spiritual. Like I'm sure even promoters, they don't even cry for their money after Young Stunna get off stage. They're like, well, okay, when they book him, they're like, damn, this guy's expensive. But as soon as he leaves the stage, I'm sure they're like,
he gave the audience a show.
He gave an audience a show, bro. That guy is too much. Young Stunna, boy, he's even sweating when he performs. Bro, that guy, shout out to Young Stunna. I think it's Young Stunna only for me.
Young Stunna.
For you?
Even Nasty.
Do you think Nasty knows how to perform, or the songs perform for him? Hey, I love Nasty, but I don't think he has the energy. I think the songs are the one that I hate him. Goomba, yeah, there's no way that song can play and
you're gonna be quiet.
Yeah, but with Nasty C, performance-wise.
Yo, but I think he also is getting there.
He's getting there. Also, the thing
even Casper, you can give him his flowers.
Yeah, Casper can perform. Also, there's this thing that Nasty C is doing right now. I don't know if people notice. There's a guy that performs with Nasty C right now as his hype man.
Hype man is too
We
much.
saw him at Contra Festival, and I've seen videos of him. Bro, we need that in SA. Bro,
too much,
you can't be performing.
I thought it was Taylor, man.
You can't be doing. Bro, you are already clocking 10 years. Your performances are still the same. Bro, add something, add dancers, add a hype. As a hip hop artist, I will advise you to add a hype man. That's how the performance become fun. Insane, like someone that's going to do your ad libs. Yeah. Just imagine if Ula Kaba performs this verse piece and there's someone saying yes, and yes, lama ad libs because you can't do it. I'm just saying, Gucci, if you have been in a game for over 10 years, spice things up.
Yeah, don't give us the same show you.
Don't give us the same show. So Nasty C, he knows that okay, now I'm at this level now. Now I can spice things up. That guy is too much. I even thought it. I
thought it was Taylor. It was very odd.
Shout out to the guy. I don't know the guy's name. Shout out to the guy. You are killing me.
No, but let's say now, which artist do you think Mompe with this guy can be a great music director or music video director?
Music video director. An artist that can be a great music video director. An artist. Damn, it's hard.
That you can think, okay, if this guy can direct his own music videos, I think it will be proper.
Yo, shit.
Like, I know Younger can.
Okay, Younger can. It's a given.
But I think no Cool Cat can do fire music videos.
Just that we don't have enough creative artists. That's why it's hard for me to even think. But I think
like when it comes to the Orkant about Tyler the Creator, Kendrick.
I think Nasty C is creative.
Creative when it comes to maybe he can shoot. I think before he was doing his own music videos.
I think Nasty C is really creative because you can see everything he does.
It's all about art.
It's different also. Yeah, I think Nasty C. What do you think about this KO new single? Trash.
You can say that. But you know what? So trash. It's a nice song.
It's a normal song.
Yeah, it's a normal song. But what I hate about KO Young Toa is this thing of, I think KO lacks. He's super duper. He needs to channel.
Kind of Republic.
He's
super duper. The fun vibe.
That fun vibe. Good, now I can do a hit alone, Young Tall.
I think he lacks and that. Also, I wanted to do a review on this and saying.
Because
let me save it.
We can't say it's trash.
Because I know if I know why I want to save it. If I say it here on this podcast, they always have. Inte want to come for us. Hey, these podcasts, cheap mics, cheap Inte. So I'm going to save this out for the review. Because I know whenever we being honest about an artist, they always say, this podcast? They are struggling in young on.
And phone shooting with your phone.
So, and whenever I do my reviews, I've never seen those type of comments. They do hate, but but then with KO, I think and also he needs to always have these different artists from different genres that are popping. It worked with Sete, it worked with DOS, it worked with Daliora in that song, it worked with McClare, Dope Boy. But on this one,
this one is chai.
This one is chai, bro. But I'm going to repeat this on a review.
But I think what KO needs, Baba. KO can make good songs alone.
But you see what I told you last week?
I think KO only needs Nandi.
Nandi, no Lunatic.
Yeah, this song is what was produced by Lunatic.
Shit, it's trash.
But what I'm trying to say, I think only need because now he's matured. No, I'm a good vibe.
And I think also remember, it goes back to what I told you. I no longer feel like KO is in charge. I feel like Sony is in charge.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to appeal commercially. Then when you try, back then KO wasn't trying to be commercial. He was commercial. Yeah, so I think now label now is forcing him on him.
I think
feature this one.
I think
we want second.
I think I don't know, but I think KO doesn't have that boss move anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
He's the one who's gonna have the final say. I feel like he is kind of Republic.
That's where he was.
Yeah, he was like fuck.
He was fully in.
I'm told fully in with that. If you distribute this, Puma won't distribute Puma won't.
Because you can hear the music.
You can hear.
He doesn't even. He's not even that hardcore anymore. And I mean,
on that Good Republic, he was trash. Young to a Good Republic, I think he wasn't chasing a hit. Young to and Mr. Young Island was let
us know what you think. I'll go by them the helmets.
Fisto guy
says a J